No, I've always had big calves for my whole life. I don't know why. I got an orange BMX, a bike that I was desperate for, you know, with the stump heads on the back. And yeah, I used to love that bike, man. Imagine if you scored now, and luckily I did. You know, it weren't the prettiest of goals, but at the end of the day, they all count. Hey guys, Jack Grealish here. Thank you for sending in all your questions. Let's get into it.
Hi Jack, I'm 13 and aspire to play like you. What's one thing you'd tell your 13-year-old self kicking a ball in Solihull? Up the Toffees!
What would I tell my 13-year-old self? I think when I was younger, especially, I felt like I'd done everything right. I was just addicted to football. Before school, after school, my dad would always come out and play with me. Obviously, you know, I made a lot of mistakes in football when I was younger and growing up, but I think it's so important, you know, to learn from your mistakes and not get too down about them, because, you know, that's how life is. We all make mistakes. So, yeah, just to be, you know, dedicated and addicted to playing football, which I certainly was, and yeah, to learn from your mistakes.
Who is your best friend in the Everton squad right now?
My best friend in the Everton squad, I would say, I'm probably closest with Pickers, obviously because I've known him a while. Tom King also I get on really well with, just a funny guy. Kiernan, Dewsbury Hall, and yeah, I'd say. And I get on really well with Jake O'Brien as well, actually. He's a funny guy, so.
In your childhood, what can you remember that was the best birthday gift for you?
The best birthday gift that I had, you know, birthday and Christmas was always special in my house. My parents made it so nice for me. So I would probably say when I can't remember what age I was, but I was young, maybe, you know, 10, 11. I got an orange BMX, a bike that I was desperate for, you know, with the stump heads on the back. And yeah, I used to love that bike, man. But it got robbed one time. I left it outside a shop, so yeah.
Hi Jack Grealish, I've always wanted to ask, how do you have big shinnies, like small shin pads, but massive calves? Because I want to know the exercise stuff so that I can get yours.
No, I've always had big calves for my whole life. I don't know why, just genes maybe in the family. But yeah, I've also small shin pads. I just think they're more comfortable for myself to play in. You know, when you're training and playing, you want to feel as comfortable as possible. So I actually don't do any exercises now. I just, yeah, they just look big and good. So yeah, don't really actually do anything on them in the gym.
Hi Jack, it's Luke here. Big fan. My question would be, if you had all your family around for a meal, what meal would you cook them and why? And just hope that you sign in the summer. Big fan. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Jack.
I'll be honest with you, I'm the worst cook ever. I can't cook anything at all. I can just do like cheese on toast and stuff. Yeah, but if you want me to say if I can cook or someone was there to cook for me, I would probably have garlic prawns to start with, and then peppercorn sauce and steak for the main meal.
Jack, as a pretty recent new dad, have you had any proper dad fails, like nappy changing times and stuff like that? And also, who in the Everton squad would you trust the most to be on babysitting duties?
Dad fails, yeah, I've had quite a few. But yeah, I actually haven't changed that many nappies, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, I think my girlfriend's better at doing that, so I do leave that to her, you know, when I can. But yeah, no, I've been a dad is the best feeling ever, so I'm absolutely loving it. And who would I leave? I don't know. Seamus Coleman, 100% actually, 1,000,000%.
Hi Jack, this is Todd from your motherland. My question is, if you had 3 people around for a dinner party, who would you invite?
3 people round for a dinner party. I'll go Gaza, probably Wayne Rooney, and probably Rihanna.
Hi Jack, Duncan here. I am a dad and a teacher, and my question to you is, what would the one piece of advice that you would give to aspiring footballers who are currently playing at grassroots level and would love to follow in your footsteps? Thanks.
A little bit like what I mentioned, in another question. I just think to just be addicted and dedicated. I think that's what I was, growing up. All I ever wanted to do was become a footballer, and I was just obsessed with it. Just obsessed and just so dedicated to football. It was just, I'd wake up in the morning before school and play. I'd come home from school and play. I was just, obsessed with it.
Hi Jack, my name's Katie, and my question is, how did it feel to walk out on the pitch for the first time at the new stadium with your daughter and just feel the love and support from the Everton fans in person at your first home game?
It was the best feeling ever, because I don't really put my daughter a lot anywhere, so I was like umming and ahhing before whether to do it. But I just felt like, it'd been my first game for my new club, and my daughter obviously, hadn't even turned 1 yet at the time. I just felt it would be nice, in the future for her to look back on, really, and me. So, a special moment and such a special game.
Hi Jack, I want to know how happy were you when you scored your first Everton goal? Thank you, up the toffees.
It was incredible. The best feeling, I think the game was a difficult match anyway. We didn't play too well, and then, Illy scored the penalty. And then I remember just saying to myself, in about just before, I think it was like the 90th minute, maybe like the 88th minute, just saying, come on, imagine if you scored now. And luckily I did. It weren't the prettiest of goals, but at the end of the day, they all count. So I was just so happy to score and to do it in front of my family and to get my first goal for the Everton fans was incredible.
Hi Jack, my question for you is, what was your favourite hobby growing up that's not football? Up the toffees.
My favourite hobby growing up? I'd probably have to just say like PlayStation. I played, a bit of FIFA. I used to love Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which was my favourite game growing up. And then I always played FIFA as well, so I'd always be out playing with my friends. I was very outgoing, playing out on our bikes and stuff like this. But I weren't really too interested in other sports apart from Gaelic football. So I'd probably have to say them, either the PlayStation, Gaelic football, or just being out, on our bikes with my friends.
Hi Jack, it's Rihanna. If you didn't be a footballer, what would you be?
If I weren't a footballer, I don't actually know, honestly. I've just seen your dog actually in the back of that video, so I'm obsessed with my dog, like the most obsessed person you'll ever meet with their dog. So I would probably have to say I'd look after dogs or something. Own a dog kennel, this one.
Are you any good at doing impressions? And if so, can you do one of Jordan Pickford?
Do one of Jordan Pickford? Oh God. I'm terrible, man, at impressions. I could just start just jumping around, going mad and just saying that's what he does when the ball's nowhere near him in goal, because he just cannot stand still for about 2 seconds.
Hello, Simon here. If you had the opportunity to take a penalty in the World Cup final in the last minute, would you take it?
Yeah, of course. I think it'd be a chance, to write history. And when we was in the Euros final in 21, was it? I wanted to take a penalty then. I asked to take one. But I think I was like 7th, maybe. But yeah, I wanted to take one, but unfortunately I didn't. But I think yeah, I would take one definitely.
Hi Jack, my name's Harrison. My question is, if football had power-ups like in a video game, what would yours be and how would you use it to win a match?
Yeah, no, I'd definitely choose being quicker. I think I'm not slow anyway, but yeah, if I could be like as fast as like Mbappe or someone like that, yeah, I think I'd be one hell of a player then, or even better than I am. So yeah, probably to have pace.
Jack, cheers from across the pond here in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. I'm curious about your sister Holly. I know that she's been through a lot. She has cerebral palsy, and as someone who works with students with disabilities for a living, I'm just wondering what kind of impact she's had as you've kind of worked through some of your professional struggles, and if you can just kind of talk about her significance. Cheers.
It's obviously, you know, I speak about it a fair bit with my little sister, because I think it's good to be open about that sort of stuff. She's been through so much in her life, you know, so many operations, and you know, she obviously can't do what a lot of people can do her age, but she just deals with it so well, which is so nice to see. She's got such a good heart and such a lovely little girl, and as she's got older, you know, she's learned to deal with everything much better, and it puts it into perspective, you know, when we're moaning about little stuff and you know, having a bad day or whatever, then you see what, you know, people with disabilities go through. I see what my sister goes through. So yeah, it puts it really into perspective, and you see why they're like the real heroes of this world. And yeah, so much respect to you for doing what you do with children with disabilities.
Hey Jack, I'm Sophie. I've already met you once, but we didn't get much of a chat, so here's my question. If you could pick one Everton player to switch hairstyles with, who would it be?
Maybe someone like Mikalenko, just shave it all off, just go a little one all over and just come out with something new for one day. Don't know, because there's no one really, you know, like with my hair now. Merlin's just shaved all his off, so yeah, let's go Miko.
Hi Jack, hope you're doing well, mate. So in your short time at Everton, what do you think it means to be an Evertonian?
Yeah, no, I think it's massive. I think I've always known, you know, how big and how passionate the club was, but I didn't really realise how many Evertonians there are, you know, over the world, but I've just been to Dubai on holiday for a little bit, so yeah, there was so many fans, you know, out there. And yeah, big Everton fans. And even when, you know, I'm just driving near the training ground and let's say I go for a coffee or I go to fill up my car, yeah, there's always a lot of Everton fans, you know, speaking to me and thanking me really. But yeah, it's a privilege, you know, to be here at this club and to be playing for you guys. Hey guys, thank you for all your questions. I really enjoyed answering them. My favourite one was the guy from Baltimore who asked about my little sister. So yeah, thank you, and we'll get a signed shirt. I will sign it myself and the whole team will, and we'll get it sent out to you. But big thank you to all of the fans for your questions.